everyone, here is part 2 from last week's video of swatching all my stationery. As I mentioned then, I have quite a lot and I wanted to go through it all, so enjoy and I will see you at the end. Welcome back everyone, this is where we left off and now we're going to go through the rest of what's in here. At this point I sort of need to pick out the individual markers, so just bear with me. Okay, I think that's all of those. So these are Artline 300 watercolors, and I'm fairly certain we bought these 14 years ago, 1-4. So let's see how they're holding up. But I have a suspicion they're doing quite well because I think I've used them for some of the monthly themes. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. I didn't use them loads in those 14 years, to be fair, but still, the fact that they haven't dried up is quite impressive, in my opinion. We're gonna have to go to the next page. Oh, there's a little bit of bleeding, but that's because this isn't like a professional bullet journal or anything. Also, I should have said this in the last video, this notebook obviously isn't stark white, it's sort of like a creamy, slightly yellow toned paper. So just to bear that in mind if you're like looking at the colours. I like that one a lot. Have any oranges. Well, actually that red is more orangey. Awesome. So yeah, considering these are 14 years old, they're doing very well. Right, what's next? Sharpies, which are like knockoff Sharpies. Also, just in case you wonder how I store them, I've literally tied a hair tie here and like hooked them round. I don't know if you can see that. Creativity, people. Ooh, I like that colour. How much does this bleed? Like a lot onto that page, but not very much onto that page, so that's okay. Maybe I'll do it alongside. Ooh, I like that one a lot. It's meant to be purple, but I would say that's almost blue. I didn't realise these were still doing so well. I thought because they were knockoffs they wouldn't be that good. This one is not great. Oh, that's meant to be light blue, but I wouldn't really call it that. Yeah, the green isn't doing great either. Oh, I like that red, because that's kind of got a pinky, like a pinky red. So there you go, those are doing quite well, because these are also, I think, probably at least 6 years old. Right, I've still got, in the last video, I showed the Faber-Castell and I have a couple of extra ones here, so let me just swatch those. Oh, I like that. That is a very curious colour. Like, I've called it mustard, but I'm not so sure it would be. It looks more green to me. I like that one as well. I'm gonna just do this one here. I like this one a lot too. Awesome. We had a number of really cheap markers on the ship and I may or may not have stolen some, but I don't know if that was necessarily a good idea because, well, you'll see in a moment. Okay, that one's good. That one's not. I might get rid of that one. I might get rid of this one. That one's good. That one is not. Well, that might just be, like, maybe it just needed water. Yeah, that one's sort of coming back to life with a bit of water. So we'll hold on to that one. I'll hold on to that. Definitely keep that one. Yeah, not great, but yeah. Ooh. Again, I think that one might be water related, so we will keep it. Oh, that is a funky brown. I'll keep it. It's not a great black, but we will keep it. It's okay. I like that. Ooh. Again, not quite the colour it says to be, but I'm not against keeping it. It's okay. Oh, I like that one. I mean, again, that could just be water related. No, okay, that one's definitely not. No. Whew, okay, next I've got a couple of random ones just to finish this page, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So these are Faser Mala, I'm not sure. And I think these came in a much bigger pack, and again, I think I just used most of them. But they are dual tip, which I like. And I don't think I necessarily appreciated as much at the time. That's kind of still working. Not particularly thin though. Ugh. No, that's gone. Come on. There, that's what the thin's meant to be more like. Oh, I mean, that's also not much fun, but we'll keep that. And then these are just pens. Start with the pink one. I think I use this one a lot in school. I like that. I quite like sort of a lighter blue. And I'm not sure what this is. This is from Montmartre. And it's a fine tip marker, 0.4. It's going to be grey or black? Grey. Okay, I like that. Okay, now I'm going to show you the acrylic markers, which again may or may not have been stolen from the ship. I used them last year to decorate the front of my notebook. They look like they're from the brand Agni, and I think they take a second to work. I used them in my Taskmaster video as well, quite a bit, for one of the challenges. Come on. There we go. I shouldn't have started with white, actually. That was silly of me. This one's not being very nice to me. Come on. See, there's almost like a blockage. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. What I want to try and do as well is I want to try and do the white on top of the black if this works. I think this would get there eventually. It's just a lot of hard work. If I use the side of it. Right. I'll need to let that dry. Oh, this one's... That happened a lot faster than I was expecting. That one's good. That's how they should all be. I like that one. I like that one. I like the colour of that, but it doesn't write as nicely. That one's very good. Oh, I like that one. Took a second to get there, but I like that. Awesome. And then let's just go again with the whites on top of the black. There you go, I don't even need to do very much. Gorgeous. So that's it in terms of pens. I have a stamp that says "You're a star." Let's just see if it still works. Oh, it does. That's cute. Then I've got a number of these sticker packages, again, that I may or may not have stolen from the ship. And I've used them, I did use them somewhere, but I've not used loads of them. So we gotta work on trying to incorporate this maybe into one of our themes. Then I've got loads of washi tape that I very, very, very rarely use. Let me go through them. So to begin with, I've got these two smaller ones, which one is like a green. I think I used this one in my very first journal as like for my name plate, if you will. And then I've got that one, which is more like cheetah themed. In fact, before I continue, let me just talk about what else is in the box. I've got a bunch of these clips, which I'm not really too sure what they're meant to do. I've seen people use stuff like this for like holding down the page. It's not a bad idea. But generally, like, I don't really know why. Similarly, I've also got two of these. I've got a couple of paper clips and safety pins. And then I've still got one of these, which we always used to use in school as like a softening thing for pens and pencils. But that's it, right. Now the rest of these washi tapes. These all just came in packages, so a lot of them are a bit random, but this one says "I love you" and it's got blue, which I like. This one is pink with cars and tractors and whatnot. That one's pink with like ice creams, I think. That might be good for a summery theme actually. Maybe I'll use that for August. This one's blue with trains. I think I've used that one before. This one is a very February themed washi tape, I would say. It just says "You and me" with lots of love hearts. Speaking of, that one's just red and lots of love hearts. This one's red and polka dots. I really like this one. I think I've used this one a fair amount as well. Well, I say a fair amount, relatively. These two, which are very similar, just stripes. This one, which I think I've also used once. It's just green with chili peppers, and I'm not really sure why, but there you go. Another sort of summery green one with, I was gonna say sinasapple, oranges. And then this one with snowflakes. Oh, maybe this is the one I used for my nameplate. But anyway, I like this one a lot. This is another green summery one that I actually used in my July plan, or like title page. And it's got like green with, I think, lemons, but then it also says "Hello Summer." So I like that. This is another like travel one with cars, and it says "At least a short rest." Well, that's a good one for travel, I suppose. This one's just white with vegetables on it. It's got onion and I think avocado. Bit weird. That one's like, I don't know what to do with this color. It's like a purpley brown, and it's, I think, got apples and 4-leaf clovers on it. Maybe I can use that for March next year. Another sort of fruity, vegetable-y one. Actually, I think it's just vegetables. I see lemon, pepper, carrot, avocado. Is that bread? Cherries? Pumpkin or watermelon? I don't know. This one is yellow with mushrooms and rainbows. And this one says "Happy, how are you?" And it's just got blue and balloons. That's the washi tape collection. In fact, that's the whole box. So I'm gonna put these things away and then I will talk about my own pencil case and then we're done. We're almost there. Okay, we're back with the final bit. This is the pencil case that I have by my bed and I carry with me every day. It's just like my standard one to go along with the notebook. And it's got two pockets, the back and the front. The front is where I keep my like most staple items. So we can just quickly go through those. Pencil. That's that one. This one I actually don't use very much and I'm not sure where it came from. Oh, it's blue! That's good to know. This one I also don't use very much because of how much I love it. This is a uni ball and I just really like the way it writes and so I don't want to waste it. Like, it's so satisfying. I love writing with it, but it does smudge more easily because it's obviously more inky. Oh, it's just so satisfying. I love that pen. That's Uniball Eye Fine. It doesn't have... It says waterproof / fade proof. I'm surprised by that. It says UB157 black. That doesn't have like an actual measurement of the point size. And then this is my go-to one. It's a Bic sort of 4-color pen. However, most of the colors have run out and I refuse to buy new pens until all the colors have run out. So the black is completely gone. I think the green still has quite a bit in it, obviously. The blue, I think, has a bit, yeah, but I try to avoid using it because I know it's on its last legs. And the red is also completely gone. That's funny, you wouldn't expect it to be black and red, but there you go. And then I have this eraser, but it's also 100 years old and I don't think it works anymore. It's disgusting. I hate using it. Ugh, no, awful. And yet I keep it, who knows why. Now the back pocket, this is where I keep all my like bullet journal stuff. First of all, I've just realized I've got a pencil sharpener in there, which I actually don't need because I don't have a regular pencil in here. Unless I do, let's find out. Oh, there's loads in here, right. So first of all, we've got 2 more highlighters. So let's just quickly swatch those. Oh, that one's actually not doing so well. I like the purple, but it's also not doing great. This isn't an actual pen, it's like a touchpad thing. And I did see a pencil in there, so that can go back. Here, these are the gel pens I was speaking about. It might have been in the last video. So these are from Smiggle. Oh, that one's not great. That one might need to go. Right, let's try the red. Okay, that one's still strong enough. It's not great either, but it's fine. I think that one's still salvageable somehow. Next, I've got 2 more of the permanent markers, so the black and the green. I don't know why. Oh, the black's not actually fantastic. That is not worth keeping. The green is, though. I showed this one again in the last video. It's one of the Stabilo writing pens, and it's green, and I actually do use this one. Just put it over here. Oh, it's not doing great. But the thing about this and most of the pens here is that these are the ones I use to document my emotions. And so they get used, well, certain colors get used an awful lot. This one actually doesn't get used that much because it's emotional. And there's not that many days where I'm emotional, but it is part of the collection. I'm just gonna go through the other things first before I go on to the last ones. I do have a pencil in there. I don't know where this one came from, but that's very satisfying to write with and probably to draw with. Again, I showed the other 2 of the sets in the last video, but these are white gel pens. This one is in the 05 size. Let me write over something. Now, Riley Autumn, who I follow quite a lot, actually says the 1.0 or the 10 is the better one to use for layering because it's more obvious to see. And I do agree because it's thicker, but actually that is coming up, so that's not so bad. This one is unbranded, and I use it for my emotions again to like put a sign in if I've got something that's not just a color. And I like it because of how thin it is. I've got a ruler in there. I don't use it that much, but when I do, I'm very happy to have it just fit in there. And then these, I've had these for so long. Not the same set. This set, I think I bought in 2017 maybe? No, that's not true. I think the original set I bought was from 2017 and then I had to replace it in 2018, unless I'm getting these dates wrong. And then I used that set for a long time. And some of them have started to die because it was a 15 pack and I'm now left with 9. And this one in particular is really struggling because this is the one I use to colour in the emotional chill/happy, and most of my days are chill/happy, which is great, but I'm hoping it will last me until the end of the year at least. I'll do a quick swatch of them, although as I say, I'm going to try and be careful with them. They're all from, I cannot pronounce this name, Staedtler, and they're the Tri-Plus fine liner, and I love them, and I always want to buy more. Oh, that one, see, like they're all not doing great. That one is, because that one's my, I think, anxious one. And not a lot of days are anxious. I have anxious moments, but not a lot of days. Yellow's always going to be great because I really don't use it that much, partly because it's representing sad, which I didn't mean to write there, but that's what I did. But also because even before that, yellow's not a colour I use very much because you can't see it very well. Like, I love the colours, I love the way they write. Oh, they're just so satisfying. I like that one a lot. This one's not doing very well, I don't think. Whoopsie. And this one, I'm not even gonna write the color. I'm just gonna show you a little bit. I love the color, but that's another reason. Even before I was using it for the emotions, I just loved using this color. All right, that's everything. I just quickly want to go back and show you the Hamley stuff just to see if a bit of time has helped it come out, and I feel like it has. I'm getting rid of a couple, not very many, but there's a few in there. And I do like having a good overview of what I've got and what I can use for future, like, themes and stuff. I will film a proper outro when I'm not in my pajamas. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any of these pens. Let me know especially about the Hamleys ones. I love those. But I'll film an outro anyway, so whatever. Bye! So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any of these pens, if you've used them, if you've got any tips for anything, or if you have any sort of pens that you love and would recommend. I am always looking to add to my arsenal, but I don't really buy much stuff. And obviously, as you can see, I've already got quite full everythings, and I don't really have much space for anything else. But that doesn't mean I don't want to know what you like using. Since April this year, I've been doing monthly like title pages in my bullet journal, which is not really a bullet journal. And by doing that, I'm definitely finding more love, or not more love, but I'm finding the love back of using markers. And I definitely like want to keep building on that and get better, because I'm not great. I will share all my bullet journal themes at the end of the year, sort of from April to December, but that's a little while away. Although if you have any tips for like easy bullet journal themes, definitely let me know down below and I can give them a go. I do like doing them themed to the months, like they do need to make sense in my mind. But anyway, that's all for now, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!